Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Debauchery Circus Campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me around my virtual table today are Brie, Brandie, and Steve. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Matthew, unfortunately, is not with us right now. He should be getting home fairly soon, and when he does, he's just going to go ahead and jump on it. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tools let you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D, in-depth character creator tool right in your web browser, which is where we build the tokens for this game. You can build yours today at heroforge.com. Our second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely. You can blur, remove the background entirely, or even put your favorite picture as your background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chat and show description. Now this week, we will also be having the next episode of Dreams of Infinity, our Magi Knights Awakening campaign, which will be this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Now you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV and on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody. And that should do it for the announcements. So join us as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Debauchery Circus. And we're back. So when we last left off, the Debauchery Circus had defeated both the last of the Star Knights and the nightmare creature he had summoned forth. With their enemy now gone and defeated, the team decided to rest for a moment and study the portal that the cultist wizard had escaped through. During that time, both Blaznir and Corrin sent their familiars through the portal to scope out what was on the other side. And eventually they discovered a strange landscape, void of distinction. After the rest, the team convinced Blaznir that the portal led to the Fey Realm, and once they jumped through, the squad discovered that the landscape looked exactly like that. Trees, strange trees as far as the eye can see, complete with the sounds of giggling dryads and nymphs somewhere in the distance. The troop decided to follow those sounds through the woods and see where this strange scene would lead. And so, Debauchery Circus, it turned out that the giggling would lead you all toward a group of Eladrin from the Summer Court. Corrin attempted to persuade the trio to let you all pass, but it was Ichabod's attempts to prove that this was all an illusion that led you all to be all-out attacked by both the Eladrin and their trained blinkhounds. In the end, you managed to defeat most of your enemies, though a few did escape. The entire scene, however, was soon disappeared completely and entirely, leaving you all in a swirling purple fog of emptiness. Now, wounded, weary, you all look about you. And as you do, a question comes to each of your minds. And that question is, what colors do you associate with yourself? And Ichabod, since you're the one who rolled, why don't you go ahead and go first? Can't hear you.
Sorry, mic muted.
Yep.
I would say brown, red, and gold. So brown, just because it's plain. He's kind of an everyman. Red for all the rage, and gold for all the divinity.
Okay, I like it. Elegy, how about you?
I mean, mine's a more simple answer. It'd be probably green and purple. Green for their skin color, and purple because she likes purple.
Absolutely. Corrin, how about you?
White and gold.
White.
When I became a high elf, I was really trying to go for that desert dweller look, and also I'm just fabulous.
Indeed, you are. Okay. Well, Debauchery Circus. As I said, the forest and everything had disappeared. And in its place, you all find yourself in this strange sort of purplish, mist-like landscape. You can feel a ground beneath your feet. It's solid. There's nothing like scrape along against it or anything like that to make you think it's like dirt road or gravel or anything like that. As you rub your feet, it's just solid and smooth. And the mist mostly collects at your feet. So as you're like kicking around, the mist just kind of swirls about a little bit, revealing, honestly, just gray, pale ground, bereft of any sort of distinction, or really anything. As you look around beyond your little group, this mist seems to rise up more and swirl around you, and it's really hard to see much more than 20 or 30 feet from your group. You can see each other fine, but the rest of it is just, purplish, grayish, slight swirls every so often. Anytime you move, you see a little ripple outward of just, the air pressure caused from your movement in your clothes. But other than that, that's really it. So, what do you want to do?
I want us to group up together, and I want to cast ritually Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay. So, Corrin begins to sit down and cast the spell Leoman's Tiny Hut for the next 10 minutes. Is anybody doing anything while you're all waiting?
And obviously I'm telling them that I'm casting it.
Well, I reckon we should conjure up some images of comfy beds on which to sleep. Because I'm in need of a rest.
The bed will be a mimic.
That was out of character that he said that. It didn't appear in my mind at all. Not the tiniest bit. So...
A giant mouth just suddenly snaps up at you. No. But, what are you trying to do during the next 10 minutes?
I'm assuming that everybody else is in need of a long rest too, right?
I could use one.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit sore right now too. This is Tomas speaking to you from your kneecap level.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm not worried about what might happen if we sleep in the dreaming plane, but frankly, I don't really see a way around it.
And I'm taking as many precautions as I can.
Yeah, we're likely to get ourselves killed if we just keep moving on without getting our energy back. I think it's worth the risk. But if anybody has anything to numb the mind,
It's
I do have a bottle of whiskey. I do have a
could
bottle of
attempt to
whiskey.
knock you out, but I don't know if that would last
No,
for
I think
8 hours.
I think this will do just fine. And I pour myself a glass.
Tomas has a little flask that he pulls out. He actually has his book in his hand still, but you definitely see him take a nip from the flask before offering it.
Ooh,
Hey,
nice.
Matt.
Yeah.
Since they're getting drunk, the next thing you know, we're going to be fighting a gin and tonic. A booze genie.
I sip it. What is Tomas drinking?
Tomas has a really good single malt whiskey as well.
Interesting. I really want to say that my my bottle of whiskey, can that be, what was it? The monks distilled, was it whiskey or was it beer? It was mead.
They did beer. The monks made beer. Yeah.
I mean, can I have some of that?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You could have had like a wine skin or something filled up with beer.
Yeah.
Brother Butters gave it to you with his dying breath.
I'm gonna call it Brother Butters beer.
Brother Butters beer. And yeah, it's rich and hoppy and very nutty and delicious because I
just sip it because I don't want to drink all of it. But yeah, me and Tomas definitely, we're getting a little buzz.
At least a little bit.
Just a little.
As you you're all waiting, go ahead and make perception checks.
Fuck,
Sure.
I don't want to perceive. That's why I'm drinking.
Am I at disadvantage?
I never mind. I got a nat 20.
You're focusing on your spell. This is what's happening while you're ritually casting your spell.
So then I don't even make a check. Got it.
Yeah.
First roll of the game, nat 20.
Nat 20, gotta love that. With your nat 20, like, it's honestly really unnerving. You are hyper aware because you're worried something's going to jump out of these mists at any moment. And so as your friend is sitting there, working on the spell, getting it ready to be cast, you can see Tomas sitting there on the ground with that flask, but also making very, very detailed notes of everything you've seen so far. He seems very worried right now. Like, you've been working with him for a little while. You've known him for a few weeks, and this is the first time you've ever seen him really this concerned.
Tomas, you look like you got something on your mind. I find it's better if I can, just spit all that out, so you're more than welcome to.
It's my thoughts on this place. I'm not gonna lie. There's not a whole lot of text on the Dreaming Realm. It's considered by most to be just a myth. I trained under Master Ohm when I was young, and he had a few ideas on the subject, and while he never really said a whole lot about it, he always spoke as though it was a real thing. Though, I mean, most scholars completely and utterly disagree with him. Just jumping through that portal, seeing what we've seen, seeing the forest, and all of this. I just keep having this thought. If this is a realm of dreams, that means it's also a realm of nightmares.
Well, that's exactly the kind of thing you should probably not be thinking about if you don't want to run into any nightmares.
I mean, you might be really good at quieting the mind, and he nods to the big skin full of beer that you're drinking off of.
I'm really good at repressing emotions too.
Yeah.
You should see that.
This up here, it's always going.
All right. Well, I'll try not to blame you too much when whatever happens happens.
Yeah. He kind of chuckles at that a little bit.
Well, Tomas, since you're probably the most studied one of us, don't let Corrin hear me say that. But do you think we got? Do you think you don't have this perception? Get out here. Do you think there's a way that we can get out of here, or do you reckon maybe this is just kind of where our fate's gonna end?
He thinks for a moment as Corrin is weaving about the last bits of his spell. And finally, before the dome erupts around you, he says, "The Star Knight, he said that this way was a path. And that says to me that we're not just stuck here. There's an exit somewhere. I don't think this is in completely the dream dimension itself. I think it's more like a corridor through it."
Interesting.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the concept of wormholes, but in a nutshell, our magical theorians, theologians, and stuff have basically suggested that there's a way to go between dimensions. Loroupa itself is connected to so many different planes of existence. You have the abyss, you have the ethereal plane, you have Shadowfell and the Feywild, and we have access to the four elemental planes. But these are the dimensions that we can, well, someone super duper powerful and really, really clever can possibly go to. And there is records of individuals managing to do so. But scholars also surmise that there are a lot more dimensions out there.
You see, Ichabod's eyes are completely glazed over. It's not processing anything.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting from what you're saying is that if we just keep progressing forward, we're bound to end up on another side, because it's not like we're just loose in the dream dimension. We're on a path that they've used to get somewhere. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, judging based on what the knight said, yeah, that's my hypothesis.
Well, sounds as good an idea as any of us have had, and you said a lot of really big words, and that has me convinced. So
he just kind of chuckles at that. You see a look of disappointment on his face, because
I know my limits.
He was really getting into the whole field researcher talking about subjects thing. Yeah,
Ichabod does not have the mental capacity to process what he's talking about.
As soon as his face drops a little, Corrin just goes, "What was that? I didn't hear any of what you said."
Yeah, maybe you guys can sit down and talk about it later. I think that'll be really good. But yeah, I think we should just rest up then and just kind of continue forwards and see where we end up.
Okay. Blaznir, for his part, the moment the dome is up, he's in a corner, wrapped up in his bedroll, and is just passed out. He is exhausted.
It's like the dead, I tell you.
It's almost as if he's not even there.
I sleep and I snore really loud to make it really hard for everybody else to sleep.
I don't
We're
have
all in
to
an
sleep.
enclosed space.
I trance and then can just relax.
Honkshu.
Kinda.
More importantly, I don't have to dream.
Well, with that in mind, once the dome is up, you all seem to be wanting to just, get together and spread out and go to sleep.
Should we have anybody keeping watch?
Sure,
I'll take first watch if y'all want.
I only have to transfer a couple of hours, and then I can watch for the rest of the night.
All right. I'll take first watch. So you need like 4 hours, so we'll have
Yeah.
2 watches and then you.
Sure.
Elegy, you want to take the second one, or you?
Sure. No, that's fine. I'll take the second.
I'm going to use some time this time then to get some notes done before I hit pay. Now, Corrin, you could, of course, stay up for a little bit and chat for hours upon hours with Tomas about theory of the multiverse and all that. But I don't know if you'd actually want to do that or not.
I mean, he's not taking first or second watch anyway, so he probably wants to go to sleep, and then we can chat when I'm awake.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So you go off and sit down and begin your trance. Ichabod, you're taking the first watch. Go ahead and roll perception.
All right. It's another nat 20.
Wow.
Jesus.
Extra
2 in a row.
perceptive today. He's definitely sipping from his whiskey bottle, but it's making him more focused instead of less focused.
Yeah, absolutely. Those first 2 hours are eerie. You're inside the dome, which is see-through, and Corrin can make whatever color he wants it to be on the outside. So it's not like anybody can see into it. And as you're watching, you just kind of pace around the edge of the dome a little bit, staring out there into the mist. And with your nat 20, every so often, you see shapes out in the mist. Sometimes you see forms that you think are bipedal and humanoid shaped, moving through them, pausing. You could have sworn one came almost right up to the dome. But even when it was right up next to it, it was indistinct. It was formless. You get to sit down, and it's ready for Elegy's turn.
All right.
Elegy, make your perception check.
16.
The next 2 hours, the fog around you seems to get thicker. It seems to crowd around the dome your friends are sleeping in. You can't really see anything beyond grayish purple, but it's much thicker now. Once, about halfway through your shift, you think you might see a dark shape. You stand up and walk over to the edge of the dome, peering towards it. But then you're not sure. It could just have been a trick of the mist. It's hard to tell. Eventually, your turn is over, and you go and wake up Corrin. Corrin, make your perception check.
It's a me. Elfio, 25.
Nice.
You're sitting there, looking out into the fog. And the density of it seems to be compact. It's like, almost like snow, except it's purplish, grayish. As though it's building and building and building upon. You almost feel like you're sitting in an igloo in the north. And you have this odd sort of claustrophobic feeling. Do you do anything? Or do you just kind of sit there and watch it?
Trying to stay calm. I suppose it would sort of be like the feeling of the potential of being crushed without actually being crushed.
Kind of, yeah. A couple hours after that, Tomas wakes up. He's slept for long enough. He gets up and kind of looks about and sees the situation. Just, that's new.
Nothing to be done that I'm aware of, so best not to dwell on it.
I don't know, should we experiment a little bit? I mean, you can't leave your dome, but I could.
Ooh.
Up to you. You can move back and forth through it freely. I do not know how well rested our comrades would be if you required saving, but...
How long does the dome last?
8 hours.
So once they wake up, the thing's going to be gone anyway.
Yeah. But while they're sleeping, it protects them, so...
Yeah, but my point is, why don't we'll wait till like maybe 20 minutes before the dome evaporates.
Sure.
That way we're not waiting too long.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley Hines in chat saying she just popped in to say hi. So, howdy, Ashley. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
She says she hopes we have a great game. I'm sure. So you wait, and the two of you spend the time discussing, the metaphysics of the multiplanes and the different theories about how many actually exist, based on how many we can currently get in touch with, that sort of thing. And it's probably a little educational. You spent most of your time studying time and that sort of thing. And time in regards to the multiverse is actually kind of a really interesting subject.
Yeah, especially with how certain planes can have different flows. So you go to one plane and, an hour passes and then it's been a year on the material plane or whatever.
Yeah. So there's a lot of theories about it, and not a whole lot of information.
Probably if we ever get to a point where either of us are getting a little bit nervous, I would just posit a sort of like gamey kind of conversation of like thinking about, what could exist on, the planes that we haven't been to yet or that we don't have access to.
Yeah, absolutely. And the chat goes on for a while, and the two of you kind of trade back a little bit. He's not nearly as smart as you are, but he's a relatively clever guy and has read up a lot. He's more the type that he's more the in the field type of an academic. So not nearly as specialized, but definitely more of a jack of all trades type. But given the subject he's been working on for the past couple of years, a little more informed than your average academic. Eventually, it gets to right about towards the end of your long rest. And he says, "Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I really do want to check this out."
Okay. I support you.
10 minutes time, if I'm not back, that should be just about when your dome's going to be ending anyway. So wake everybody up and come see where I am. He also gives you a little bit of a nod before sticking a hand out. Comes back, pulls it in and says, doesn't feel any different.
Just try to keep your eyes open and your mind clear as best you can.
He steps about halfway through, comes back out, does the whole, very, very careful testing. But eventually, towards the end, when it's just like about 10 minutes left before the dome collapses, he steps all the way through. And then you wait there. A minute goes by. Another. 5 minutes go by. 7 minutes go by. Ichabod, LG, you're all waking up, starting to wake up now. You've all had your long rest.
Yay.
Hell yeah. Glorious hit points.
Yay, yay, yay.
Glorious spell slots. Well, I'm doing the same thing that I do every morning in the beginning. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Use my Staff of Defense.
As you're doing that, Ichabod, LG, the two of you are waking up and sitting up. Corrin has just as much enough time to inform you that Tomas stepped out of the dome to see what was out there before the dome disappears. The moment that happens, that piling up of fog that was on the outside of the dome sweeps in, crushing everybody around you, like just enveloping, not crushing, enveloping is the better word.
I'm crushed.
Yeah. Enveloping is the better word. Enveloping every single one of you. Like just flood inward of this thick fog. Your eyes are completely obscured by them. You cannot even see your hand waving in front of your face. What do you do?
Tap on the floor for my armor so I can put it on my body.
You start feeling around on the ground. It takes you a moment, but you know where you put your armor right next to you. You can't feel it there.
Alright, gotta put my armor on real quick. Alright, nobody wander too far.
Prestidigitation lets me create harmless puffs of wind, so I'll just try and blow some of it away, see if that helps any.
You try it, and you do see that ripple air effect that goes outward, but immediately the fog closes up right after it goes by.
Right, shall we rope up in a chain?
Yeah, everybody move in close. Get hands on each other. Because you said we can't see anything, so we can't even see each other.
You can't see each other, and
right.
You're calling out. You can barely hear each other.
Why'd you wander off so far?
You yell that, but Corrin, LG, you hear Ichabod's voice almost as though he were yelling at you from the other side of a chasm. It's thin, echoing.
Interesting.
And even just looking up, it's still just like more fog, yes?
Yes.
I would like to draw my Moontouch longsword so that it'll be giving off light. I think it gives off, 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim, something like that.
You reach for your longsword that you had just belted at your waist. Your hand clenches nothing.
So do I don't have anything?
you start feeling about you. You can feel your shoulders. You can feel your chest. You feel your face. And then you feel your body drifting backwards. Your perspective changes. Each one of you feel the same thing, falling backwards all of a sudden. It's as though the wind catches you and slowly lowers you down to the ground. Find yourself lying on your back. The mist swirls around you. The colors begin to change and almost pixelate in a way that seems to void outward, and then you feel yourselves opening your eyes. And as you open your eyes, you blink as though awakening, like just a moment ago. You look around, but the landscape has changed. It's different. Blearily, you blink, looking back and forth. Ichabod, Corrin. The two of you look and see each other lying there on your bed in your room back at the big top.
Well, that ain't right. Alright. I get out of bed. I check for my weapons.
You sit up and look around. There on the chair is your armor. Like, typically you would place it there at the end of every night before going to bed. Your weapon leaning up against the arm of the chair. Elegy, at the same time, you wake up as well. Your eyes open once again. You're awake just a moment ago, covered in mist, and yet you too are lying there on your bed in your room.
Okay, I mean, it's kind of odd.
It's a little weird. A little bit.
I mean, I'll definitely get up, just kind of start looking around and, I guess see if anything looks out of place.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
4.
You start looking around, and at first you panic because your quarterstaff is gone. The bag that you have all of your traveling gear, usually at the that you put down right next to the door, you don't see it, and you start panicking. You start digging around, looking. Find your backpack and your quarterstaff shoved up under your bed. You definitely don't remember putting it there. Nothing else in the room seems out of place, though.
Okay, I'll probably go out of my room and start seeing if I can find anybody else.
Okay. By this time, Ichabod, you've been able to successfully re-put your armor back on.
All right.
And Corrin, what are you doing? Just watching during that time?
Yeah, just reaching out, touching the wall, touching the bed.
It all feels real. In fact, these are the brand new silk sheets you bought right before you left on the last adventure to Ravancia.
So, Corrin,
Randy Vika.
Corrin, I presume this is the real Corrin I'm speaking to, because I don't want to think about the alternative.
I'll tell you a bedroom secret that only Corrin would know.
Yeah, but I would know that Corrin would know that, so it wouldn't matter. It's okay, I already believe that you're you. I already do. No matter where that gets me. Anyway, I was talking to Tomas, and we kind of established that all we have to do in this place is progress forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it wants us to think that we're all back home, let's just go and walk around, you know? Let's go reunite with everybody and just keep going.
Sure.
All right. I go to Elegy's door and knock on it.
Well, so you go and up to your door first and open it. And as you open the door, you hear the weirdest sound you've ever heard before.
Ever in my life? So I've heard some weird sounds.
Well, you have. And the sounds here aren't like that weird, but they're weird in and of the fact that they're coming from the house itself.
Oh no, is the house a mimic?
Well, not the house itself, but from the hallway. Once you open the door, suddenly your room floods with this music. It is kind of lively. You can hear a lute playing, a little bit of drums. It almost sounds like a seedy lounge that Corrin had once taken you to on as for a date.
All right. Okay. Maybe memories aren't all bad. I follow the music. I still kind of want to go to Elegy's store.
Okay. You make your way out your room and into the hall, passing Blaznir's room to head towards...
Give a little kick to Blaznir's door, like, get up.
Okay.
Get your ass up.
Yeah, you give the door a kick as you're walking, and then make your way around. As you do, you pass the open door to the lounge on the second floor. It's just a little sitting room that you all have, that you've kind of have placed a large table that you've used as a meeting room on occasion. As you're walking past it, you just stop and you look. Inside the room, there are two couples dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Your eyes just glance over these four individuals. Two of them are odd, hideous-looking creatures that you recognize. They have long, three-fingered hands, clawed toes, a long tail, and spikes covering their whole body. This is a barbed devil.
Oh.
Its dancing companion is a creature wrapped in chains from head to toe. In the spots, devil? Yes, it is a chain devil. In the spots that you can see, it has bright red flesh with large bulbous muscles across its arms, back, and legs. But yes,
are they at least gold chains?
No, they're actually kind of blackish, corroded looking.
They're more like meat hook chains.
Yeah. That's actually very an apt description. A meat hook chains.
Well, I mean, I don't want to interrupt what looks like a lovely date. So, if they notice me, I tip my hat to them.
I want to check for this.
I check for tipping my hat.
For like,
I feel like I'm really good at it.
Yeah, like this is some type of charisma check here. Just to say, yeah, I'm passing by. Like, I don't know.
M'lady. Okay.
Persuasion, maybe.
Devil.
Yeah, I think they're all going to be the same. Unless it's an intimidation, it's not going to be better. So,
well, I don't feel like you're being intimidating.
No,
here.
I'm
You're
not.
Just like...
I'm being very, very sweet.
Yeah. So
all
persuasion.
Right. So I think I do have a way I can. I'll just go. I'll roll. That's a 9, but hear me out.
Yeah.
I do have a superiority die I think I can use on this. Commanding presence. When you make an intimidation, performance, or persuasion check, you can expend 1 superiority die and add it to the check.
Go for it.
So I'll try it. I don't think I've ever used it like that before. Superiority die. How about a 12?
So I see that he's not amazingly charming, and I'm just ready to like grab his hand and like
the thing
dance
is
him
that
out of the room.
I'm tipping my hat while grabbing my sword because there's a couple of devils in front of me. So it's like instinctually I'm grabbing my sword, but I'm trying to tip my hat.
Yeah.
Politely.
Well, I'm gonna say that with your 12, the barbed devil kind of spins the chain devil partner, sees this nod, and kind of gives you a bit of a wink, and then focuses more on dancing with their partner.
Yay!
Okay, I slip past the door and begin speed walking to Elegy's room so that I can give a polite knock.
Well, Elegy's room is right over here, and Elegy, this is about the time that you are actually just stepping out from your door and into the hallway.
There's a bangin' hell party happening in the lounge. I thought you should be aware.
When did we get here again?
A few moments ago. I presume we're still in the dream dimension, and the dream dimension just looks a little more like home right now.
Seems legit.
Where do you reckon it would have put Tomas? Because I think we're gonna have a hard time reuniting with him unless somebody can conjure up a monastery of sorts, wherever the heck he comes from.
Hey, doesn't he have a room right over there? I just kind of point in a vague direction.
Oh, we do have a guest room. Let's check the guest room. I check what used to be Willow's room.
Okay. You walk over towards what used to be Willow's room. It is closed. The door is closed. As you open it, you glance about, and you can see a form underneath the blankets in that room.
Is it a big form or a little form?
It's not big. It's not huge. But then again, Willow was also pretty tiny.
Not huge.
Yeah, she was medium-sized, wasn't she?
No, I don't think so.
No, she was. She was
she
a
would act like a
changeling.
little girl, but then she said that she wasn't going to be a little girl anymore, so I assumed that she was medium-sized. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'll go over there, of course, and throw the blanket off.
You throw the blanket off real quick, and you see an unconscious Tomas lying there.
All right.
Unconscious like asleep or unconscious like knocked out?
Yeah, can I do a medicine?
Go ahead, do a medicine check.
16.
16. You get down and you feel a pulse or you feel his neck for a pulse, and it is beating. And the moment you press a little harder, he goes, "No! Ah! What the?"
Oh, all right, settle down.
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh, Ichabod. What the?
Hey,
What the heck?
well, you're
Where?
staying in our guest room, clearly. I thought you should know there is a bangin' hell party happening in the lounge right now.
Yeah, and this is the point that, like, you see the gnomes, or no, he's a halfling. He just dresses.
Mhm.
You see the halfling's features just like shake his head, and I don't know what the heck that was. I just heard myself somehow. Anyway, he kind of shakes his head and blinks his eyes, and like, oh wow, is that music?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like I just said, a bangin' hell party with demons and the like.
We're not sure exactly why the plane chose to bring us here, but at least so far it's non-threatening.
Well, I don't know, the demons. I mean, they were just dancing, but there was an undertone of threateningness.
Was there?
I felt threatened by the fact that there were demons dancing in my house. But Tomas, it's kind of like we were talking about. If we wanted to progress forward from here, what would we do? And please don't say go into the lounge to the banging hell party.
Go into the hot tub to start a banging party of our own.
I feel like I could get on board with that.
As
Maybe we
you
should-
What I was thinking there.
as you're all discussing the hot tub there, you
Mhm.
hear a door open behind you down the hall. You turn and you see an imp come flying out from your bathroom down at the end of the hall. He's just flapping there, and he looks at your group, Hey, you know you're out of toilet paper?
Oh my god, I am so sorry. That is so inhospitable. There should be some in Elegy's bathroom. It's just the next door down.
Okay. Thanks.
I'll get that replaced right away.
He just kind of shakes his head a little bit, and you watch him as he flaps down towards the next room and opens Lapis's door, or Elegy's door. It says Lapis here. Change it. Anyway, and like, it's almost surreal to you.
Now do you guys see what we're dealing with here? This is a problem.
I'm just gonna head for the stairs.
You seem polite enough.
I'm just being hospitable.
Yeah. Where's Blaznir at?
Oh, well, I gave his door a kick. I want to listen and see if I hear Blaznir playing music in the lounge.
Make a perception check.
Okay. That little bastard, I swear to God. 15.
15. It's difficult to tell because there's more instruments, but you know that Blaznir does occasionally play the lute. It kind of does sound a little bit like his.
Oh man, Blaznir. Of course he would be like, oh, demons at a cool hell party. I'm gonna go play some music for him. Alright, well, let's grab Blaznir and then we all can go on. I guess I'm gonna head back to the demon hell party.
Okay.
I'm specifically, since I saw what happened last time, I'm going to take hold of Ichabod's hand, the one that would be reaching for his sword if he felt the need to do so. so that he cannot.
Son, I'm ambidextrous and I switch them back and forth. I guess you can do the hand that's on the side that the sword is on.
Yeah.
But I can cross draw too. Bam.
So what you're saying is it's now canon that Ichabod is a switch?
Yeah, he's verse. Because yeah, I think I use, like, sometimes I'll use my whip as the main one and sometimes I'll use the sword as the main one. He just switches them back and forth.
I mean, I was gonna say, so Ichabod swings both ways.
Well, we've already established that because he was married before.
Leader in the party, follower in the bedroom.
Ichabod is completely straight until it comes to Corrin.
I mean, with Corrin, it's kind of,
Yeah, I know he's kind of pretty too. He's kind of like a little feminine. So
Also, kind of infectious. He grows on you like a cancer.
Corrin, the STD of the Debauchery Circus.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Alright, he's holding my sword swinging hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you are ambidextrous, but I'll just be grabbing whichever one it was that strayed to your sword when you were worried.
Yeah, we'll say it's my left hand.
Okay. So you holding hands with Tomas and LG coming behind. The four of you make your way down to the lounge. There you can see the two barbed devils and the two chained devils dancing in a very nice rendition of a waltz. The barbed devils seem to be the ones in the lead. And as the two of you, or four of you, just kind of watch for a little bit, again, it's very surreal. But you do not see a band. You do not see anyone playing music. You do not see Blaznir. Just the four themes.
I'm gonna attempt to go with the surreal rather than freaking out, and I'm going to grab Ichabod's other hand and start dancing in the same manner that they are.
We step on each other's feet because we're both trying to lead. All right, I need to lead. Corrin,
I have a 20
down.
dexterity. I don't think that I'm letting my feet get stepped on.
All right,
Yeah,
well then
so-
back down because I'm leading.
So this is either going to be a dexterity an acrobatics check or a performance check for the two of you.
I am not proficient in either, but my acrobatics is better, so I'll go with that.
Wait, what is your acrobatics?
+5.
Okay.
I need one from each of you.
Versus.
Oh, I thought we were going to be helping. Okay.
And
I'll do my performance then.
I am certainly willing to let you lead because I am in fact the prettier of the two.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a power struggle, but then we come around.
On the other hand, rolling a total of a 7.
I got a dirty 20.
Wow.
I'm good at leading. I thought you said you'd be good at this.
Okay, so you, Ichabod, grab Corrin's hand, pull him close to you, get that other hand right at the small of the back.
I want to dip him.
And yeah, you're gonna dip him before making your way into this dance. And it's kind of just like a little bit of a twirl and a twirl going around the outside of the room. Now, you very much make up for any shortcomings that Corrin might have. He very, very much steps on your feet more than once, but you're able. Yeah. He's like tiny and doesn't weigh much.
I can just lift him.
I've never actually danced in this body before, so I don't know what I'm doing.
If he takes a wrong step, I just kind of pick him up a little bit.
I would like to be clear. We are definitely trying to become part of the group of dancers, but we're trying to do it respectfully so that we're not getting in their way.
Yeah, yeah, and while you yourself aren't doing that great of a job of it, Ichabod is making up for it, and he's able to keep you in step so that you maintain the dance along with the two pair of demons. And I see a Blaznir.
No, that is false.
Blah 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 Blaznir.
I want to whisper back to Elegy and Tomas and say, "Find Blaznir."
Yeah, Elegy. I was getting ready to come to you next. You're standing there with Tomas, just slack-jawed, staring, as the two of your companions just begin dancing along with this pair of or quartet of demons.
Oh, I don't exactly want to just leave them, but we also should find Blaznir.
Look at us, we're doing awesome.
Yes, both of us equally are doing awesome.
Yeah, Corrin's too focused on the plan, and Ichabod is focused on dancing and being in love.
It is an excellent effort from both of us. Hooray!
How far is Blaznir's room from here?
Blaznir's room was across the hall from Corrin's.
It's down and to the right. To your right.
Do we want to maybe... I think maybe what I'll do is I'll tell Tomas kind of stick around here, keep an eye on things, and I'm going to go see if I can go find Blaznir.
Sure thing. He is going to make a perception check while you go down to Blaznir's.
Okay, and I'm going to knock on Blaznir's door.
Blaznir.
No.
Yeah.
You had fallen asleep almost immediately after Corrin had cast his dome.
Sure did.
We were taking a long rest.
Yeah, you have taken a long rest, and the weird thing is, the moment you wake up, your eyes go wide and you look about and you find yourself in your bedroom at the big top. You definitely remember going to sleep inside Corrin's dome in the dream realm. But when you wake up, you're in your bedroom.
Well,
I don't think you're... But yeah, as you're looking about, taking in your surroundings, you just hear a knock at the door.
Oh. I suppose I'll go and slowly open it, because I'm, not sure what's going on yet, and in a state of grogginess. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just kind of crack it open, peek out, and then see what's going on.
The moment you open the door, you hear the strange sound of music coming from somewhere in the distance. It's light and kind of jazzy. You can definitely hear a lute. You can definitely hear someone playing the drums. A little bit of cymbal in there. It's just kind of chill, and something you could probably dance to very nicely. And there, at the other side of the crack, is Elegy staring at you.
And I'm gonna be like, hey Blaznir, sorry about the rude awakening there, but there's some sort of demon hell party thing going on in our lounge that well now Corrin and Ichabod are dancing with the
No, wait, no, you gotta slow down. I'm sorry. There's a demon hell party in our lounge.
yes, there's a demon hell party in our lounge, as you know.
It happens.
And,
Okay.
you know how it happens. You invite one
Yep.
friend, more come over, blah blah. But anyway,
Did you
so
invite
yeah,
the demon? Because if
I
you
don't
didn't
think-
invite the demon, that doesn't apply here.
I mean,
Why are there demons in our house?
Subconsciously, the brains invited the demon.
See, I don't remember inviting anybody. I don't know. It's happening. We need to go.
Right? Are we still in the dream dimension? I remember going to sleep there, but
I possibly. That would be my assumption, but
okay. Well, I'm not too good at manipulating into dream dimension, so I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yes. I don't know yet. So yeah, do you want to maybe come with me? Tomas is over there, kind of keep an eye on things, but I don't want
I
to.
was gonna meditate to choose my spells real quick because I slept apparently. But I guess I can, kind of zen myself while going down there.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, we might possibly need backup. I don't know. I still don't know what's going on there yet.
You don't know what's going on? I feel like
really...
you missed out on about an hour of something. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Can I ask one? Before I went to sleep, could I have cast Flameblade into my Ring of Spell Storing?
Certainly.
Okay. I had it prepared, and
Yeah, absolutely. You can have that.
And you really didn't miss much. It was basically just I cast Leoman's tiny hut for us so we could take a long rest, and then weird things started happening
And
after the long rest.
here's some more
Uh-huh.
weird stuff. Now that you're actually awake, Blaznir, and kind of coming back to it, you, with your ridiculously stupidly high passive perception, would hear the sound of splashing coming from your bathroom.
my bathroom? No.
Your bathroom.
Oh lord. Someone
Oh,
clogged
yeah.
his toilet.
Just a fair warning too. There was an imp using. Which bathroom was the imp in? I don't remember.
In the hall bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, there was an imp in the hall bathroom. That one got sent to my bathroom. I don't know what the rest of the bathroom situations are. But yeah, there's that as well.
I am so confused right now. Should I not check? I'm gonna check on it. I'm just gonna walk over and just.
I would at least knock. Courtesy's still a thing.
It's our house. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
Allegedly.
You go walking back into your room and open the door. the sight you see is another imp sitting in your bathtub, neck deep in water, splashing around, washing its face with soap. But the moment you slam the door open and look there, it just turns at you, wraps its arms around its chest, and just screams, "Ah! Voyeur!" and throws a bar of soap at your head. Make a dexterity saving throw.
No. Getting head bombed.
He naked.
Yeah, you get pegged in the head for 2 points of bludgeoning damage as the soap just smacks you right in the forehead.
Ow. I'm sorry, but that scream. What are you doing in my bathroom?
I'm taking a bath! Why are you staring at me?
I'm averting my gaze.
Get out of here!
Could you hurry up? Get out of my bathroom. And I'll close the door.
You close the door again as you hear another thump against it. The imp must have thrown something at the door.
You're very rude. You're a very rude house guest. You should really work on your manners.
Pervert! Peeking Tom!
It's my bathroom. To my room.
Yeah.
Lock the door. There's a lock on that side.
While this is happening, I wanna have a conversation with Corrin while we dance.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. While that's going on, we're gonna cut back over to Ichabod and Corrin. Go. What's up?
So we're dancing, and Ichabod is just genuinely having a really good time. And it's just smiling at Corrin.
Corrin is obviously acting like the princess of the two of them.
And Ichabod is like, so Corrin, I was thinking, we got how many days till the end of the world? Is it
Who
5,
knows?
4, 5, 6, maybe? Well, I've been having a real good time with you, and I was thinking maybe we should make it official.
Are we not official?
No, I mean, and then I grab his hand, and I take your little platinum ring that I gave you, and I put it on your little left ring finger. I mean, official.
And as that happens, the demons just stop and are staring, and the bearded or the chain devils go, ooh!
In that case, I get down on one knee. Corrin, you're just damn near the prettiest elf I ever saw. I mean, you're the only elf I ever saw, but I'm sure you're prettier than all of them. And being with you has been a salve for my soul. Will you marry me?
So somehow, even though I never wear makeup, and I'm not wearing makeup now, mascara is running from my eye.
Because in your dreams, that's how it happened.
Actually, hell, I'm a wizard. Prestidigitation, mascara is now running from my eyes.
Tomas is standing right there.
As I'm crying tears of joy.
Is that a yeah or what?
He's just gonna kind of bowl you over onto the floor, I guess.
Alright.
He just bowl him down onto the ground and embrace passionately.
Normally, obviously, my strength sucks, but in this case, I have the element of surprise on my side.
Right.
And the devils all start to actually clap and cheer.
One of them probably wolf whistles.
Thank you,
The
everybody.
point where Blaznir and Elegy walk in, just to add to the confusion.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have one last big wedding party at some point whenever we get a moment, and one last hurrah before the world ends.
Yeah, as you kind of just glance about, and there you see Blaznir and Lapis standing in there as well.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Sorry to ruin the moment. There is an imp in my bathroom. What is
Yeah.
going on?
Well, it's a demon hell party.
I believe we're
Obviously.
still in the dreaming, as it were.
I assumed so when there was an imp in my bathroom. Other than that, or like we could have been invaded by demons, I guess. There are some in here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
but they're
you
nice.
look about and you see two chain devils and two spine devils just standing there clapping at your two friends who are lying on the ground.
Thank you.
Congrats, by the way.
Thanks, Blaznir. You be my best man.
Yeah, congrats. And what do we do about... And I just gesture wildly.
As that's going on, Blaznir, you have stupidly high passive perception. You can hear for in the distance, you're pretty sure it's coming from Ichabod's old room, or well, technically still his room, but never really used it.
I just spend a lot more time in Corrin's room.
You can hear a sound that sounds very much like about the same time you hear coming from Lapis's bedroom. What do you mean? There's no toilet paper in here. Where the hell is the toilet paper?
We gotta get out of here right now. Wait, Lapis, you don't keep toilet paper in your bathroom?
Yeah, no, that's the biggest mystery here.
What the fuck, Lapis?
I've got one of those fancy bidets.
What? He's a demon, he's not gonna use a bidet? We're ruined!
Are we trying to impress the demons?
I
I'm
don't
just saying,
exactly
nobody's
know.
gonna be coming to our demon hell parties in the future. They hear about this.
I simply started dancing because I was attempting to go with the oddness, as it were, but I'm not sure that did much of anything.
Hey, you four, can we have a moment alone, please? Sorry to bother. I want to be.
Thank you for all your well wishes. I'm sorry to ruin your dancing. Y'all just get back to it, and I push everybody out in the hallway and close the door.
Yeah. Why? What?
Why are you trying to understand the nature of a dream, Blaznir? Don't hurt yourself. I can see steam coming out of your ears. You're trying too hard to think.
I'm a big believer in dreams have meaning, alright?
Well, get rid of that belief, because it don't hold any water, alright?
Except for the thing that you just did, that holds quite a bit of meaning.
That was different. That was different.
So,
I'm not talking about that.
who did anybody put the demons in here? Manifest them? Or
No, not that I'm aware.
We just woke up. I've been asleep for a
Well,
while.
I do kind of have a question. Have any of y'all ever seen or heard of demons like this before? I'm trying to gauge if I'm the only one, because you said I recognize. So
That would be what? Arcana? Religion?
I'm gonna say let's go with a history, pure history. To
Sure.
see
I just
who
wanna know if
has...
26.
Should I do it too?
5.
Yeah, go for it.
Blaznir's not
That
the
is,
smartest.
I thought, 14.
Yeah, oddly enough, Blaznir, Elegy, even Tomas has never really dealt with this many different types of demons. Corrin, you've read about them, at least. Have you interacted with some? I would say, yeah, you've probably interacted with one or two in your time. Like, if somebody summons them for teaching purposes and things like that. So you've definitely seen the imps, you've seen the spine devils and the chain devils before.
Way I see it, they seem perfectly content to just be doing whatever strange things they're doing right now. And if we try to kick them out, that could start a fight. And we know how that went last time with the Eladrin. So why don't we just surreal ourselves through this surreal world?
And stop lucid
Perhaps
dreaming
look out
and
the front door.
and perhaps go outside, because I think all we have to do is just keep moving forward, and eventually we're going to get to the exit of this little corridor that we're in, no matter what it looks
just
like.
Becomes what is forward in this instance, but I think taking a look outside is certainly a good place to start.
Yeah, I ain't too smart, but I would think that it has less to do with what direction we're going in and more to do with, are we progressing what is happening?
Huh.
Oh, you there! I thought you said there's toilet paper in this room over here.
I completely forgot that my friend Elegy is a more of a, I almost said a European flair. Europe doesn't exist. She's not from around here, and they use something fancy called a bidet. You should try it. I find it gets a better clean.
Perhaps check this room over here, and I'll mention Blaznir's bathroom where the imp is taking a bath.
Make a persuasion check, Corrin.
Sure.
You have advantage because of the work
Or
that
actually,
I did.
Well, that's fine.
Or actually what?
Nothing. That's fine.
Well, I was trying to give advantage because of the work I did in that conversation.
Oh, you're helping him?
Yeah, I'm helping. I'm helping.
And it should have been a deception, not a persuasion.
Oh,
but
okay.
It really should.
Well, I mean, they both have the same numbers.
Actually, yeah.
But...
No, it's fine. Go ahead and do one more persuasion.
Okay. 14.
14.
So not terrible.
No, I'm gonna roll for the imp real quick. Side. Yeah, he, oh! Okay, yeah! Thanks! And he goes flying by, and as he does, you can see just a little drip, drip, drip coming off of him as he passes you all.
Wow.
Yeah, we've got the servants right on that, getting the toilet paper. Let's go. Can we go?
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not waiting around for the aftermath of interrupting the bather again.
All right. Yeah, I want to head to the stairs. Go down.
Okay, you go making your way down, hurrying as the imp starts flying through Blaznir's bedchamber. You get to right about the door to the stairs when you just hear that, ah! Perfect! Why do people keep coming in here?
Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted to happen.
I did tell her to lock the door. Like, there is a lock.
Do demons that aren't specifically gendered have genders?
I don't know. I'm just assuming. All right, call me.
No, I'm asking Matt this.
I think that's more a philosophical question. You'd have to ask the individuals in question.
That's fair. And you can still not like people seeing your nudity if you're a male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you open the door to the downward staircase, which is a gigantic spiral staircase leading to the first floor. And the moment you all step foot in there, you pause once again. In the stairwell, about maybe 10 feet down, you see a very odd-looking imp. This one is much, much darker purple in color. Its features are elongated. Its snout is much, much longer than the ones you had seen before. It almost looks kind of rat-like in a way. It is currently in a very large embrace with another devil. This one has a huge top knot ponytail and long tentacles coming off of its chin, wiggling about, and kind of wrapping around the imp who has its wings kind of wrapped around them, and they're in this huge kissy embrace. Like, remember from in Clue when they were all pretending to be making out, and you just see like those people doing with the hands? Yeah, that's kind of what this scene is. A very large, a bearded devil is actually a pretty damn tall creature. It's reaching a little over 7 feet, but then you see this wiry, thin imp just locked in a kiss with it. It's weird.
I just want to know if the top knotted devil has a samurai sword on its back.
It seems to actually have a glaive on its back.
Close enough. They used those too.
Maybe we should turn around and go another way. Is this the only stairwell down?
Yeah, that's the only stairwell down.
Ah, shit. How do we politely interrupt this little rendezvous?
Staircases all over the place.
No, you have the one large staircase that goes down, and then there's another one that leads up to the attic. That's it.
I'm just gonna try and slip past them.
Staircase.
What's that?
It's the dream world. Can't we manifest a secret staircase?
You could try.
you
We
could
don't know what
certainly
would
try.
happen if you did.
I think we could just try to manifest utter stealth. And they're so enraptured in each other.
Yeah, I'm
that
just gonna
maybe they
try and
won't even notice.
squeeze by them, not even
Can someone
say anything,
manifest
just
that they don't
walk
exist?
by.
Wait, do what, Blaznir?
Like manifest that they just don't exist?
We've been trying this, and I think we've determined it doesn't work.
Yeah, we tried that in the fight, and we still got our asses beat.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So
I don't know, I'm just saying we tested that theory, and it seems like it's not going to happen.
okay. I mean, is it really that they are kind of in the middle of the stairwell,
No, I just don't want to fight them. Let's go.
That means that we can go around the left or the right side, either one. Pick one and just squeeze. Suck it in if you must.
Yeah, we could just be like, oh, sorry.
I just want to ignore them completely and walk right by them.
Okay, so Corrin is just trying to slip by unobtrusively.
Yep.
Blaznir is trying to sneak by.
I think I'm doing the same thing as Corrin, honestly. Just be, just try to,
Okay,
get downstairs without being annoying.
got it. Ichabod, you're just gonna walk right by and you don't give a fuck.
Well, I'm still going to attempt to stealth,
Oh, you're
I'm
attempting
just
to stealth. Okay.
It's more like I'm not walking in like, ooh, what are you guys doing? I'm just like, I got somewhere to be. And I'm just going to walk past you, and I don't care what you're doing. I'm not looking.
Okay, so just go ahead, everybody, give me a stealth check to try to slip by this couple as they're making out.
10.
I got a nat 20 for a 28.
I guess
So-
I'm gonna guidance
So this
myself.
is a group check, right? Where it all balances out because we got 3 results over 20.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn.
That's pretty awesome. And the max on the 31. Damn.
31.
Damn. 4.
So
Lasers invisible.
we're gonna find out what happens in about 10 minutes when we come back from break. They're all trying to stealthily make their way around this couple. It's gonna be fun. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned, everybody.
Forgot about that part of mine shooting.
Howdy,
Mine-
everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, the Debauchery Circus was trying to sneak around a pair of fiends who are making out in their stairwell of their house. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. Corrin. No, not Corrin. Elegy. Blaznir. The two of you very easily managed to get past without making a sound. Tomas is right behind you. He's tiny and he's a halfling, so he makes not even a sound as he goes by. Corrin, Ichabod. Corrin, you're just a little bit too loud as you're going by. They happen to step back just at the wrong moment, and you kind of bump into them a little bit, but you're able to kind of get around, but then there's Ichabod right next to you, just bulldoze a little bit, smacks into the back of the bearded devil, who turns around, and the two of them give you both just this really, really deep mean mug.
Beg your pardon. And I keep going.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. 22.
22.
It's my southern charm disarms people.
Yeah, you get past them and you're walking down, but you glance back to see that imp just grab the beard of the bearded devil and pull them back toward them for an embrace.
All right.
You're making your way down the stairs.
Challenge passed.
We're making our way downtown. Walking fast, faces passing on down.
Okay, so you make your way down to the main floor of your mansion. There you see that big old statue that is still there. You can see the doorway that leads to the main hallway. And as you're making your way down, Blaznir, you can very easily hear that somewhere, it sounds like in the dining room, there's scrapes of bowls, there's clang of glasses on table. It sounds like there's actually a very large feast going on.
We got probably demons. Just gonna guess in the dining room.
Chip the glasses and crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I could use some breakfast.
I thought our goal was not to interact with them.
Well, not if they're going to attack us, but I think I'm kind of finding that going along with it is how you get them not to attack you.
Sure, but
so if we had busted in and been like, get out, where's that music coming from? I don't know.
Perhaps.
Do I still need sustenance in the dream realm?
Your belly is grumbling right now, actually.
Yeah. I just don't know what to tell you guys. I'm a man, I'm a big man, and I expend a lot of energy, and I need to get my calories.
Well, you should have told me that earlier. I would have prepared a good berry.
Well, how the hell should I know, Blaznir?
I mean, honestly, I probably should have prepared good berry. I don't know why I didn't.
If you got a way to have snacks at all times, you should just have that prepared every day. So
Well,
just
not really at all times. It's just
from
like,
now on, Blaznir, I expect you are the snack guy. And I'm
gonna complain about not preparing like a wall of fire instead of
Well,
good
prepare that too.
There's probably something.
I'm walking towards the kitchen as her say.
Well, as you open the door into the main hallway of your home, you can hear the sounds of music even louder. You look through the door to see a 4-piece band of devils all set up in the main hallway, putting on a jazz number. You got a lute player, you got a horn player, you got someone on the drums, and someone playing the tambourine as well. And they're just kind of jamming as 2 more imps, another chained devil and another bearded devil, are dancing in this room here.
My feet still hurt from round 1. Do we have to dance our way through this room?
We can just act like we're leaving the party.
No. That sounds terrible. Hey, look at us. We're leaving the party.
Everyone leaves a party.
I don't know.
Hey,
man.
look at us. We're leaving a party at our own house.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like instead of going outside, we should go down to the hot tub because I would love to see what's going on in there.
Not sure that you would, but yes, let's go see the hot
I'm getting
tub.
real curious.
You might be right. Actually,
all right.
you know what? I'm down for it.
So I guess I'm rubbing off on you then.
Yeah, Ichabod's getting a little wily, letting the subconscious free.
We're gonna get trapped here. This is not good.
All right, where's my dance partner? All right, I just want to dance across the room to the kitchen, wherever the kitchen is.
Okay, well, you know that to get to the kitchen, you would first have to go from the main hall into the dining room, and then from the dining room, you would go down to the kitchen.
Is that this room? Wait, there's
this way. Here. That's the front entrance.
I'm gonna put on that demon mask I bought a while ago and kind of button up the Cape of the Montebank.
And one of the demons just immediately looks at you and goes, "That's racist."
And I'm gonna just try to blend in. Do I have disguise self? I don't know. Once upon a time I did.
Well, we got Anesthetic in chat right now, showering us with bits and giving her inspiration to Blaznir.
Yo, inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. So Ichabod and is Ichabod dancing with Corrin, I guess?
Yep.
Either performance or acrobatics. The two of you. Blaznir, I think you're going to be making a deception check. LG, how are you trying to get to the kitchen?
Nice.
Hey, I got a 22 this time.
You're just better at jazz dancing.
I'm a quick study.
Can't hear you, Brandie.
I was saying I'm gonna just do that awkward shuffle through, you're trying to get from point A to point B, you don't want to dance or anything, you just need to get across the room.
Okay, so you're just trying to nonchalantly get across the room?
Yeah,
so
basically.
I'm gonna say that's a deception check as well.
That'd be a 9.
Okay. You glance back and Tomas is just gone. Straight up disappeared. You heard a spell being cast beforehand, though, so you guess he probably turned himself into this. Ichabod, you and Corrin dance across the room once again, just finding that ease of the rhythm now that you're kind of used to this dance, and you're able to make your way across the room towards the dining.
It's different now that we're engaged.
Blaznir, with your mask on, with the hood up, you just kind of casually, I'm supposed to be here, giving that nonchalant vibe as you're walking across, and they don't seem to notice. You're able to weave around the bearded devil and the spine devil, and the pair of imps just kind of fly over your head, and you kind of duck your head down, and no problem. But LG, as you're crossing, you kind of just stumble a little bit into one of the spine devils, and the two of them just kind of stumble back, and the spine devil looks at you and says, "Hey, you got a problem, lady?"
Nope, no problem here. Just passing through. Sorry, my apologies.
Make a persuasion check.
2 left feet.
I'm rather large, and there's not that much space here.
I can't really get you bardic inspiration,
Wait,
probably.
What was that again? You said do persuasion?
Yeah,
Why
persuasion
can't
check.
you, Blaznir?
What?
Do it, Blaznir.
I don't think I can subtly do it.
That's a 14.
Yeah, but you're standing in the hall still, aren't you?
Oh yeah, it's just I can't. I don't want to draw attention to myself. Be like, look at me, I'm helping you.
Yeah.
He says to you, "Yeah, fine, whatever. Just don't let it happen again."
No worries there. I'm gonna just go on by.
You go on by and you have to duck a little bit underneath the imps, but you're able to successfully make your way past. Through the double doors into the dining room, you open them up to see a huge banquet across all of the tables. And there are just a multitude of imps and devils, all gorging themselves. You can see cakes, you can see pastries, you can see fine meats and roasts, and big tureens of soups, tons of vegetables. Yeah, it's your food from your house.
Dream food, my dude.
All across these tables, and these imps are just like piling it into their mouths. The devils are just grabbing big chunks of meats off the bone and just eating them. It's kind of a stomach churning display a little bit. But as the doors open, they all just kind of stop. And they stare at you.
Have y'all broken into the wine cellar yet?
They all raise up their glasses. Yeah! And wine just kind of showers down a little bit on them. They're very clearly drunk.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Cool. Okay, so with everybody being happy, then I just kind of want to meld into the party. I'm about to get me a plate. Ichabod's like beeline for the food. I'm about to stack a plate.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink the wine that I imagine is trapped in the wine cellar.
Absolutely. What are the rest of you all doing as Ichabod just immediately goes running forward, grabs a plate, and starts piling food onto it, and like the devils are just like, oh, you gotta try this. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, really? I'll take 2 of those, actually. 2 of those.
I'm assuming that the food is somehow going to be horrible in terms of like just suddenly disappearing from our stomachs or not being real or something. So I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can. Are there any windows in this room?
Yeah. There's a couple windows that look out into the yard beyond.
I'm gonna look out the window and see what I can see.
Make a perception check.
Absolutely. A 15.
You walk and look out and into the yard, and you can see it's your backyard. There's Elegy's training area to the northwest of where you're standing. You can just barely glimpse the fountain over in the distance back there. You look down and you can see that the doors to the cellar where where your tub is open. And open wide, and there's like a smattering of clothes, like a shirt, a bra, one flip-flop, just kind of spread out along the pathway leading from the back of your house to the that trap
hot tub. Makes sense.
Is Salvatore out there?
You do not see Salvatore. You can't. You know that the barn is over on the left-hand side, and so you kind of go over there and check that. And you can see the barn. The barn doors are closed, so you can't really see inside it. But you don't see any sign of the horse. You do see that there are a fair few more devils out there in the yard themselves. There's a pair of them in the training yard currently fighting one another, and there's a small gathering of imps flying there, watching. You can see somebody taking bets and that sort of thing. On the other side, you can see that has been a net erected across the yard, and more devils are out there playing a form of badminton.
Well, we're gonna be here for the next 4 sessions.
Maybe. We don't know.
I'm just saying I want to be here for the next 4 sessions. Looking at
That's
all.
a bit different.
Yeah.
Going to all the different rooms, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, what are they doing in here? What are they doing in here?
I envision another room so we can look at another one.
Yeah, I want to imagine that the wine cellar was like locked when we came into the place and we haven't been able to get it open. So this is just dream wine cellar stuff.
Dream wine cellar stuff. Sure.
Yeah, this is what I think is in there.
Yeah, it's basically Gatsby's party at the big top, but filled with imps and demons and devils and stuff like that.
Now, usually this would be very disturbing to me, but I find I'm having a really good time.
Yeah, it's just disturbing.
You say in between mouthfuls
I
of...
say in Druidic to myself.
No, I was saying to Ichabod as he was eating.
Is the food taste normal?
It's okay. It's not like the greatest in the world, but it's filling and it doesn't taste like rotten or anything like that.
All right. I won't complain.
As you're standing there munching, what's everybody else doing? We've covered Corrin already. Blaznir, Elegy, what are you doing this whole scene?
I think Blaznir is gonna just try. He doesn't. He still is unsure, like why, this is happening. Like I know it's a dream realm at this point, but like, is there some point to this? Is this to, confuse us, to trap us here somehow? Because he's full on expecting the dreamer to be screwing with us. So I want to try to make some sort of check to see if I can get the vibe of why this stuff is happening here.
So vibe check.
Yeah.
So vibe check the party.
I mean, this would probably be an intelligence arcana check.
Oh, arcana. I was hoping for something wisdom based. 19.
19, not bad.
I do want to guide myself, but I didn't say it, so you can take the +3 or leave it.
Well, so you're standing there thinking to yourself, looking over this odd scene before you, trying to understand the nature of it, and
just try to rationalize anything.
Yeah, you're
Makes
trying
sense
really
at all.
hard to rationalize it. And as you're sitting there thinking, you just kind of glance up and you see a chain devil just kind of stands up, has its chains out, and starts wobbly snake arming along past you. As he goes by, he just gives you this big grin and a wink before spinning around and making his way onto the dance floor. It's bizarre to you. Like, you've had some interesting dreams in your life. Everybody has, now and again. And you know that, while dreams themselves can just be random, sometimes they also manifest a little bit of the psyche in this. You're not sure who manifested this vision that you're currently seeing, but you're relatively certain that whoever did is one of the most lecherous and debaucherous people you probably know. And your eyes go up towards Corrin, there at the window, staring out there at this display of devils fighting amongst each other. And you're just like, well... But the nature of this whole thing, why it's doing this, is eluding.
Sure. I get it, yeah.
I'm just confused by this whole thing because I would assume that out of any of us, I would have the least chance of screwing up in the dream realm since I don't sleep, but...
What's that chain devil that winked at me doing? Are they just vibing? You know,
Dancing saucily to try and entice you, maybe?
Do you remember in the early episodes of Adventure Time when Finn is over there dancing and like the arms are wobbling and going all crazy like? That's kind of the scene you're seeing with this devil. The chains are kind of going up and doing this almost go-go dance kind of thing. They're in the middle of the dance floor. And as they do that, the imps who are dancing and the other devils who are dancing kind of start circling around that central individual, just kind of standing there, adulating. And it's just...
It's just weird.
Yes.
I can't make sense of it.
Elegy, what are you up to?
I mean, Algy's gonna look around. She's gonna see that Ichabod's eating. She's gonna, like, just kind of, with a heavy shrug of her shoulders, be like, well, there's once a great monk master that said...
You cut out.
Said.
I cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I heard that said, and then I didn't hear any of the rest of it.
Oh, okay. So there... let me start over.
When in Loroupa, do as the Louropans do.
Well, no, when you can't beat them, join them. So I guess essentially, yeah. I'm gonna go grab some food. Kind of go up to Ichabod and... So... What do you think we should do from here?
Honestly, I am just winging it. I have no idea what the hell is going on. So, I'm just trying to make the best of it. If there's a meaning to all this, then perhaps we can try to find it. But I would leave that to somebody much smarter than myself. Where's Tomas? I wave for Tomas to come sit with us.
Yes, I definitely want somebody much smarter than me as well.
Yeah.
Tomas has been taking notes, which shouldn't surprise
He's
anybody.
always writing in that damn journal, I tell you. Tomas, live in the moment.
He's making sketches right now. Like, he's a fair hand of an artist. And you actually see him sketching out this whole dance scene down in the middle of your mansion. He looks up at you and this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, and if we make it out of here, I don't know how I'm going to explain this to the conclave. I kind of feel like we're in the middle of an acid dream.
I feel like what we need is like a fortune teller or something. Somebody who can decipher the meaning of our dreams and tell us what thing we need to do to overcome our psyche or whatever.
Someone to read our tarot.
Yeah. I have tarot cards.
Wink.
I don't really know
to
how
the
use
audience.
You don't know how to use them?
Nope. That's me, personally, not Blaznir.
I know, when I was playing Fontaine, I took the time to learn.
I mean, look, my character isn't built around them. I just... Alright.
Well, maybe you should give it a try, Blaznir. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't prepare augury, so that's fun. That wouldn't do anything here. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards and let Brie take over for this.
Oh no, I'm not doing your work for you.
I don't know what to do.
Alright. No, I'm not done. I don't even know where my tarot cards are.
Hey, but if you take over for him, then that means he owes you.
No, what I want to do is I want Matt to take over so that he can decipher the meaning of our dream to us through tarot.
Law.
I see. Yeah. I'm enjoying you all trying to just talk amongst things. So this has been fun for me.
So I mean, Blaznir, you kind of, this is out of character, you kind of discovered a little something. You know, you got a hint that it at least that this is being caused by a person. You know,
Yeah.
somebody
Do you
specific.
think slapping Corrin would do the trick?
Wait, you think it's Corrin? Oh, okay, Corrin.
Was that in character? Oh, I didn't know.
Is he capable of all this?
I mean,
What kind of parties you been to?
you know.
And well, we had kind of narrowed it down to Ichabod or Corrin because we were the only ones who had like seen these demons before to be able to populate our dreams with them.
Hey, Corrin, could you pinch your arm like really hard?
Sure.
If you don't, I'm gonna do it too, for you.
Oh,
So
no, I can take care of it.
Pinch.
You pinch yourself. It hurts.
Yep.
That's boring.
Can I? Oh, man, I have really good insight. I don't have like any spells that are good at like discerning how people feel or looking into them or anything, but I have really good insight. So
Yeah.
I guess I want to question Corrin and then try to roll an insight to see if I think this could be his doing. His
Okay.
subconscious's doing.
Elegy. Didn't you say that you traveled with a demon or a devil or something?
Did I?
Yeah, that weird fella. That what's his name?
I don't think I was around when this person existed.
I wasn't either, but she just talks so
Oh,
much
yes,
about
we
her
heard
life.
that.
Stories.
Finn.
Finn. Oh wow.
Yes,
Oh,
there was
yeah. You did tell us some stories about a Finn Vara who seems like this might be
Yes, I
exactly
did.
his kind of thing.
Yes, I
Didn't
sorry,
you,
that's a little too in
But then,
party
how?
character here.
but how? Like, because I ain't seen him. So is he just in the realm with us, or?
I've never met the man, I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Like
you sit there and think to yourself, LG, where was Finn? Where would Finn be right now? You know he's dead, at least.
He'd be in the afterlife.
he was in hell for at least a little while.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
Yeah, I
She
know.
wouldn't know that.
I'm saying like out of.
I mean, I think it's a good guess, but that's just me.
Well, considering his patron was a devil.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Probably
saying.
I mean, it wasn't really his patron.
All right. Well, let's get pedantic about it.
Yes,
Anyway.
please.
Anyway, well, I just don't know how it's possible that your old friend is affecting us, but if there's a Finn in here,
How about this?
everybody, I'd start.
Everyone
tapping.
Has anybody looked like Finn?
Oh, I do have a really good idea. I want to stand on the table and tap my glass.
Okay.
Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah, you do, and all the devils kind of look up at you.
Well, this is just a raucous old time. One of the best parties I've ever been to personally.
Huzzah!
And I would like to pay my respects to the master of the house of sorts, he who hosted us to this party. And I was just wondering, is he in the house tonight?
They all kind of look up at you, and they're like, well, listen, this your
Your
house.
house.
You're the hosts here.
Got me there.
Ichabod, get down from there. You're too drunk. Come on.
Well,
And they all start chanting, speech, 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 speech,
Oh,
speech,
well,
speech,
don't
speech.
mind if I do. All right, okay, all right. I will give people what they want. And I start telling war stories. I go really off the rails and start talking about like the battle of fucking Shadowfell Gap, where me and Zeal like had to hold the fort all by ourselves, waiting for backup and blah blah blah. So I go really into the
Yeah.
into the weeds.
I'll mine an illusion behind him, just a little recreation.
Yeah.
So
Some good
what,
stuff.
what are your hopes for telling these
So-
stories?
I don't know.
Like,
well, they wanted a speech.
yeah.
So my goal in all of it was that if, say, Finn Vara was here and somehow affecting the plane, then he would reveal himself. Or they would say, oh yeah, so-and-so created me,
He's in the hot tub.
Or we were invited by so-and-so, or et cetera, et cetera. Or they would point me in the direction of somebody important at the party.
Yeah,
that might give us a clue.
Doesn't seem like that's the case.
Okay.
Like you're hoping that there's some mastermind to haul this. You're still it seems like you're still trying to make sense of this whole thing, and you're hoping for somebody to reveal themselves to say, "Hey, I'm the one doing this to you." But instead, what seems to be happening is the imps are more enraptured in your speech. They listen quite intently, and with Blaznir adding in special effects behind you, a few of them are kind of cheering a little bit and whistling. They're like, "Yeah, that!" Every time a big battle happens, they're like, "Yeah, that's awesome!" It's like you're putting on a theater performance.
Yeah, I'm mimicking sword slashes and punches and just getting really dramatic. Definitely a little buzzed. So I feel like I lose the plot of what I'm trying to do. And I'm just telling stories to tell stories. Eventually I'll sit down. But
yeah. Now, I feel like this goes on for some time. And Tomas is just kind of like, you know what? When in Loroupa, do as the Louropans do. And he kind of sits in and listens and takes notes and observes this whole very odd display.
Oh, there should be a cool drawing of Ichabod standing on the table in a fighting pose. Thanks, Tomas.
Definitely. I hope we have fan art of that someday. Just Tomas sitting there sketching while...
I know, it's just me, our one main fan artist.
Anyway, trucing?
I was clicked the wrong button.
Oh, okay. So this goes on for the better part of an hour or more.
I didn't get my insight check on Corrin. How about that? We got on a tangent on Finn. Because okay, my 13 insight. Do I think Corrin has been in his history? Has he been this debaucherous? This is what he lived like in the Feywild. This is a man I'm gonna marry, so I need to know what kind of history he's
Not particularly.
Honestly, you get the feeling that no, this isn't something Corrin would have done. This isn't. Okay. I know him. He was a goofy academic rabbit who had a life-changing moment, so acts quite a bit differently. But that's not the base nature of your friend, so no.
Yeah, Finn was definitely lecherous because he was a satyr and whatever, but Corrin mostly just started, hitting on Ichabod and doing the just to mess with him, and then it just happened to turn into one of those things where it's I thought I was messing with you, but now it's not a joke anymore.
We were fake dating until we were real dating.
Basically.
Well, then I gotta turn and look inwards. Is this me? Did I do that? I'm like, oh no, because I have been embracing everything that's been happening. So now I'm like,
can you pinch yourself?
I slap myself really hard.
You slap yourself really, really hard. It hurts.
It hurts, but I kind of like it a little bit. Well, I mean, honestly, if it was me, I would not be too surprised.
I mean, it's definitely not to me.
Well, I feel even knowing that if it were me, that doesn't mean I know how to stop it.
Well, usually you pinch yourself or slap yourself to wake up. So it's
Yeah, but we're in the dreaming realm, so it's not like we're gonna wake up outside the dreaming realm.
Ichabod, perhaps we could try something. Blaznir, come over here, would you?
Oh yeah, of course. What's up?
I'm gonna lead Blaznir over to any particular chair that we have nearby that is comfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, a comfy chair.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a nice one.
Say I'm interested in Blaznir in this.
And so I've been in academia for a long time. So I understand the kinds of things that you need to do to keep students paying attention, and the stuff that you can't do in an 8 a.m. class because you know that they're just gonna pass out and never survive it. So I'm getting him comfortable in this chair, and then I'm just gonna start talking, and I'm gonna be giving the most mindless, boring lecture that has ever been given in the existence of lectures, with the intent of getting him to fall asleep.
I'm non-magically putting you to sleep.
Sleep spell, but it's actually over an hour and it's just a lecture.
This is an analog sleep spell with no magic involved.
Okay.
Why do we do the things that we do?
This is-
I feel like we could be at the hot tub by now.
Drier than the desert.
Yeah.
More
Go ahead.
barren of a point than
I think
So this
I
is
think
going to
the thing
be.
is-
a
This-
ball.
This is going to be an intelligence check from Corrin and a wisdom check from Blaznir.
just a
Oh.
check, not safe.
Just a check.
Okay.
18.
Natural 20
Jesus
for 25.
Christ. Can't you just
Brilliant.
fail on purpose?
I think 5 minutes in he gets up and walks away.
Actually, wait.
Yeah.
No. Here we go.
Won't do it.
Don't!
I'm exhausting myself to peer through to the future where he falls asleep.
You're wasting time!
Why?
Okay.
This
You're taking a point of
Worst
exhaustion.
teacher.
This
Yep,
is like the least important time you could have done this, though.
maybe.
Disability on all ability checks.
I can just tell by the way that Matt is reacting. That's the least important time.
I just legitimately don't know where you're going with this, but sure.
Look, as a player, I didn't know one way or the other, so I figured we're in the dreaming
I
realm.
think
Maybe
he's trying to determine if,
to sleep.
if this is Blaznir's fantasy, basically, then putting Blaznir to sleep would stop it. I think this is where you're going, right?
I mean, not even necessarily that, because I don't necessarily think that it's his fantasy. I'm just like,
So-
if this is the dream realm, maybe putting him to sleep will take us to another level or somewhere else, or I don't know.
Oh, trying to
Yeah, we're
You're-
inceptioning this
you're
bitch.
trying to inception the dream that we're currently in.
Like that Rick and Morty episode.
I don't know. I've never seen that show, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, you gotta watch
Okay.
it. It's great.
So you're basically you're changing the outcome. So
Yes.
you're taking
He
a point of
falls asleep.
exhaustion to give him a nat 1, and Blaznir falls asleep.
This is so pointless.
Punk shoe.
Blaznir's now asleep.
Okay.
I guess we'll just leave.
Oh well, I was trying something and it
So
didn't
how
work.
long after we let him have it, or we just wake him up and just move on?
No, just let him. Just leave him alone.
You know what's awesome? All attacks on me are crit now, so you know.
Actually, I
Have
am
at it.
gonna do one thing. I'm assuming that somewhere around here in the hall we would have paper and maybe pens or something.
Probably.
I'm going to scatter some pens across the table, point at Blaznir, who is sleeping, and go, "You know what to do, boys."
They're gonna stab his eyes out with the pens.
No.
I have a passive perception of 35.
In a
He wakes up immediately.
playful manner.
I don't.
I'm not looking for
So
stab
dumb.
eyes out here. I'm looking for draw dicks
But
on
I'm
his
saying
face.
that they're
or, fake
demons, though.
mustaches.
They're
That's still
demons.
going
So
against my
you're like,
passive perception.
you're like,
That-
hey,
that's
demons, you know what to do.
True. That's true. I don't know. Hopefully they don't kill you.
So you tell these demons to, hey, you know what to do. They look at Blaznir there, get up, and go over to the ink pot and pick up the quill and kind of look at you, make a persuasion check.
Alright, let's see how I do.
What does it take to wake me up?
14.
He yelled to everyone.
I didn't yell.
I mean, you had to, talk over everyone.
Well,
Talk to the closest people.
Okay. 1 second. Yeah, the two of them walk over and with their ink, their quills dripping wet, and begin to draw on Blaznir's face, exactly
Excellent.
as Corrin indicated to them. The moment they do, Blaznir, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save? What? 12?
12 is enough. You wake up.
Hey, get off!
He told us to do this.
Prestidigitation, and now there's ink all over Corrin's face.
All right, ladies. All right, that's enough cat fighting.
He's just upset because I'm the pretty one.
All right, let's say we should move forward, and by forward I mean down to the hot tub, because that seems probably pretty important.
The front door's over there.
Fine. I'll start walking out the front door.
You're going out the front door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, does the hot tub actually matter?
I don't
No
know.
idea.
I thought if we were delving into a psyche of sorts, maybe the secrets would be found at the hot tub.
You just want to go to the hot tub.
Listen, this
we
is
do
the
all our
most
best
thinking I've done in
there.
years.
And we do all our best thinking in the hot tub.
That's true. We come up with all the best plans in the hot tub.
We need to be moving forward.
I mean, things are definitely evolving.
So I just thought of our best idea ever.
Yeah.
We put wheels on the hot tub and then put like a chariot set up on the front so that even while we're adventuring, when we're traveling, we can just ride around in the hot tub.
I don't know. I feel like it would get messy. And here we have servants who clean it and stuff.
I mean, we'd have to make the hot tub magic or something to make sure that it would always be like clean, but
Leland's
you know.
tiny tub.
You're gonna get prune fingers. That's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because have you seen how he looked though after a fight? I wouldn't want to sit in a tub full of that.
Yeah, the gore, honestly, and the viscera that usually covers me after a fight is just not good to contaminate your hot tub. All right, fine. Let's go out the front door. Fine, we don't have to see the hot tub. It was just
If you
nice.
want to see the hot tub, we
No,
can.
it's fine. It's okay. It's all
I just
right.
think it's pointless.
We're walking out the front door right now because I want to see all the horrors that are in the street. Horrors is the word I said. Just
All the whores in the street.
All the horrors
Horrors.
in the street.
I'm the only whore you
I
need.
just am like, in here, it's all so happy and jovial. Out there, I don't know.
We're getting trapped in the happy and jovial place, so we don't move forward.
If this is a trap, I'm falling for it.
We sure are. Let's move.
I
I'm not
really
letting you fall for it.
This
Come
is
on.
why I have you guys. Keep me sane. I tear up a little bit. All right, let's leave.
Okay. You turn around and make your way towards the front of the mansion. Now you have to pass through the dancing once again. There are more people. There are more devils now in there. It's actually kind of crowded and tight. You just boldly pushing your way through.
I'm gonna yell out and just be like, we gotta go get more ale. Sorry, but we'll be back in 10.
Make a persuasion check. Or actually,
Okay.
deception. That's deception. You're lying.
Deception.
Yeah, deception
Can
check.
we
Oh
use the system to give him
Oh, I have inspiration, but
You do.
Yeah,
unless,
this was
I don't
just
know.
him. Go ahead and you want to use your inspiration for this? You can.
Yeah, 19.
Oh, we're out of beer? Oh no! Hey, everybody, make way! They start.
Yeah, sorry. I hate to leave the party so soon, but again, we'll be back in 10. We'll be back.
Oh yeah. We'll be ready for round 2. Just a moment.
Oh, that's great. We can't wait to see that. Hurry back!
Of course. Wouldn't want to miss this for the world.
You make your way through the main hall towards the front of your mansion. You get there and open the door, and there is nothing on the other side of it. It is just black, pure black. Like, you open the door to the front, and like you look out because there's a couple windows there in the front of the mansion, and you can see the lawn clearly through the windows. But the door that you opened, it's almost like you opened the door to an empty crypt. Like throughout your adventuring, when you just open a door and all you see is darkness beyond. But those of you with dark vision, you're like, I can't see anything beyond that either. It's just pure dark.
Yeah. But the door is clearly open.
The door is clearly open.
I'm gonna step through.
Wait, hold my hand. I want us getting separated.
I was gonna say who wants to go touch first, but go on.
I want to grab Corrin's hand if I can.
Yeah, I would definitely have a rope or something tied around him.
Well, if he's just stepping through, I think all I can do is grab his hand.
Okay.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
you grab his hand, and together the two of you step through.
I think that's gonna be right. Goodbye, beautiful home.
The two of
Oh,
you.
you're stepping through too?
What's that?
I was saying, Ichabod stepping through too. I figured he'd be inside, kind of, to pull him back if need be.
Nah.
Well, yeah. I feel like I went with his momentum. I just didn't want him to go alone.
Okay.
Leap of faith, as it were.
Elegy,
What's the worst that could happen?
Blaznir, Elegy, Blaznir, and Tomas, the three stand there watching as Ichabod and Corrin disappear through the doorway into the inky blackness beyond. What do you do?
Well, win in Loroupa, I suppose. And I just walk through.
We're not in Loroupa.
Blaznir steps through as well and disappears.
I don't think we're in Loroupa anymore.
Well, I'm gonna be a little more hesitant about it. I'm gonna go up to
Boring.
Can I stick my head through first?
Get instantly decapitated.
You're instantly decapitated and your body falls down to the ground dead.
Yay.
Another character.
No. You stick your head through and there's nothing, just blackness as far as you can see. You pull your head back and your hands are on the door frame to kind of keep purchase, and you easily do so. There's no challenge to that. But the moment you put your head through it, you saw absolutely nothing.
I'm gonna take a look at Tomas and be like, well, I guess I got no choice. I'm just gonna walk through.
You feel Tomas grabbing your belt as you step through, and together the two of you step through as well. This.
All right, TPK. Cool.
Yay.
You're all dead.
I
What a
mean,
boring
you
TPK,
can blame
but,
it on me. That's usually what happens.
Yep.
You feel yourselves falling, falling, falling. You cannot see anything. You cannot see each other. Ichabod, you can feel Corrin, his hand in yours, as you're just plummeting downward, downward, downward. But you cannot see anything beyond your hand. Like, you can feel him there, but when you look, there's nothing but blackness in your grip.
Can I pull him into my chest? And, like, you know, hold him. Like, if we were to fall so that I would hit the ground.
Make an athletics check.
All right. 26.
Boom.
26. You yank him as hard as you can and wrap your arms around. And once that contact is there, you can see Corrin in your vision once again. Hold him looking up at you as the two of you just fall weightlessly downward, downward, downward.
It's all right. I got you.
Blaznir, for your perspective, you just feel yourself, like I said, falling. The wind whipping about your hair, pulling your cloak backwards. You cannot see anything around you. But you feel yourself just going down.
I'm gonna count to 3 and then cast Featherfall. And I can do it with 5 creatures within range, I think. Yeah, and it doesn't say I have to see them. So.
Ooh.
You cast your spell, and the spell goes off, but you still feel yourself falling. It seems a bit slower now.
Okay.
But you can't see anybody else around you. You hope that it connected with the others, but you're not entirely sure. Elegy, for your part, you are just dropping like a stone. And you feel Tomas's hands clenching your belt behind you. And you can very, very faintly hear him yelling. As you plummet like a stone. You would be the first one to hit. Cold washes across your body. It's freezing cold. Well, not really freezing cold, but colder than what you were expecting. And your whole body shivers. And you hear Tomas go as you are just enveloped in water. Your eyes are closed. You open them and look about just as Ichabod and Corrin. Ichabod, your back hits the water first. That burning pain goes across your back. It's not nearly as bad as it could be because you're wearing armor, but you know, you're just back hitting the surface. It does hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
You're both sucked downward into the water as well. Blaznir, you're the last to hit. You kind of just gently coax downward, downward, downward. Your legs feel the water first as you're just being dropped gently down into it. And then all of you instinctively, the moment you hit the water, you clench your eyes. But when you open them, the scene's changed. You are all underwater now. Deep underwater. You can see a faint bluish light above you. You can see dark, inky depths of water below you. And you're all just kind of hovering there together. Tomas is the first to react. He immediately just kind of coughs a little bit and gurgles a little bit of blood of his air. But
Matt.
Yeah.
Important thing to mention.
Uh-huh.
I have a ring of water walking.
Yeah, you do. And yet you're still underwater.
No.
When Tomas coughs, does he look like he is breathing?
Like he does that first jerk of the air kind of expelling outward and he's wiggling about, but then he seems to be moving a little bit and you can hear it's kind of distorted, but I can breathe. Everyone take a breath. You can breathe.
This is like such a deep-rooted fear. I feel like Ichabod would hold his breath until he physically could not hold it anymore. He's absolutely panicking.
What's your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution is 4, so I can hold it for like
5
it's
minutes.
1
I think
plus,
a lot of minutes.
1 plus 4, so it'd be 5 minutes. So you actually
I shake my head at him like no, like absolutely not. I am not drowning right now.
No, it's Ichabod. You can hear me. I'm talking.
I flip him off.
I'm
No, Ichabod, it's really fine.
I say nothing.
You're sitting there thinking to yourself, I have a ring of water walking on. I have it attuned to me. It's
not attunement.
Whatever. I have it. It's
But
working on me. But you can't even see a surface at this point. You're just looking up and it's faintly light above you, but nothing but water. Like you've seen pictures of submarines and they give you the perspective up and down. That's kind of what you're seeing. But you're estimating you've got to be hundreds of feet underwater just based on what you're seeing around you. Do you listen to Tomas?
Yeah, I'll just try and breathe normally.
You kind of gasp a little bit and take a deep breath, but it feels a little off, like it's a little weirder, but it's a little more laborious to take that breath, but you're breathing like you would be breathing air.
I'm looking for anything like a door, like a temple, like a place to go that might change the environment.
Make a perception check.
All right. 18. You're
scanning around, looking for something. There's got to be something. Below, darkness. Above, some light. You're scanning around. In the distance, somewhere to your northwest, you see a faint sheen of a different color of light. Soft, slightly greenish in tinge.
All right. Well, the light at the surface I'll probably never reach because cruel fate. So I will swim towards the other light. And I go, and gesture.
As you're still trying to hold breath.
Yeah. I feel like you could not. It's like one of those things you can't put your hand on like a hot plate, you know?
Yeah.
Like Ichabod physically cannot breathe in what he believes to be water.
Absolutely.
Hey, Matt.
Hold on. Elegy.
Sure.
You are kind of at home under the water, and you technically can hold your breath for like an hour or two, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
An hour.
Yep. So, do you listen to Tomas, or are you like Ichabod and just holding your breath?
I feel like I would just naturally kind of hold my breath just because I can, why not, Until I absolutely have to, but it's like not so much because I don't believe him, but because I don't need to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Blaznir, how about you?
Yeah, I trust Tomas, and if Tomas is lying to me, I can turn into a fish anyway, so what do I care?
Could just turn into a fish now if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I don't want to waste resources.
Well, taking a breath, it's weird. It's like the air is thicker than you are expecting it to be. But you are able to breathe, and you do see Ichabod just swimming off towards what you can see as just a very faint pulse of light. Kind of greenish in tinge. It's very odd. Corrin, what were you about to ask?
Would I have any sense of whether or not casting True Seeing in a place like this would just be a waste of a 6th level spell slot?
Make an intelligence check.
Sure. Intelligence or Arcana?
Sure, Arcana.
Sweet. 14.
You know that you're in the dream realm right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're fairly certain that True Seeing would probably just allow you to see what you're currently seeing.
Okay.
It's like this is another realm you're in. You're
Gotcha.
relatively sure at this point you're not just seeing visions.
Okay. Then I will attempt to slowly follow after Ichabod. Not doing as well because my strength score is, 10, but...
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to need from everybody is to make athletics checks as you're all trying to swim against a little bit of a current. It's not like a terrible current, but you are in the middle of the ocean.
Not like a terrible current unless you roll a 4.
Oh, natural
Oh
20.
man. Am I gonna have to go back for my corn?
Can I roll a different kind of check to try and lasso a rope around Ichabod so that I can just hold onto the rope and let him carry me?
I mean, think about the physics of water and whether or not you can
That's
lasso
true.
somebody.
No, you can't.
But Ichabod, you rolled a 27, Elegy a 15, Tomasa 15 as well, Blaznir a 21, Nat 20. So everybody else is doing just fine, but Ichabod, you know Corrin, and you know he can't do this crap, and you glance backward, and he's about 15 feet behind, just laboring, trying to doggy paddle behind you.
Oh, I'm the muscle in this relationship, so of course I go get him.
Yay.
Okay. This does slow you down, Ichabod, a little bit, because you're having to assist Corrin and keep him along with you as you're swimming. And as you're doing so, like, you also can't just kind of think to yourself that if this were the real ocean, this would be a much more difficult challenge, seeing as, you're wearing plate armor and all.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so
but it's basically like in the dream world, the plate armor isn't really affecting me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're gathering from this, yes.
Yeah. I'm still, like, panicked because I'm trying to get there before my breath runs out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hurry up.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be Blaznir who's in the front, moving ahead of the rest of the group, swimming forward towards that light. And you can see the light there in the distance growing. It seems to be a little bit down below you all, and you have to adjust a little bit as you're swimming your way downward towards this light. It takes a while. It's not quick. Even you, LG, would eventually have had to start breathing again as you all swim for the next little over an hour and a half, slightly going at a downward angle towards this light. And even the closer you get, and you are making progress, it is becoming a little brighter, a little more clear, and it's just like this little glowy orb that pulses every so often from the darkness. But you continue forward. Down. 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 Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Sure.
9.
22.
17.
I'm more concerned with making sure that we both don't drown, because clearly we're both excellent swimmers and performing equally well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
When Ichabod had to take a breath, he definitely made a big deal out of it. Like he thought he was gonna drown.
Yeah, probably. Blaznir, with your 22, you're the first person to spot this, but that glow seems to be coming from a cave down near what you can see to be a very large rocky outcropping, some distance below you all.
Anything of interest inside the cave, or something
That's where we're
spooky?
going.
You can't. Yeah,
There's
it's still a ways below you right now.
Sure.
You can just see that glow seems to be coming from that cave.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that information.
Well, you start by telling her.
Either keep going towards the cave or do something different is basically, I think, our options here.
Well, I don't see why we wouldn't just check out the cave.
Yeah.
It's the only indication of something, so
Nah, let's go away from the cave.
let's just go into the open ocean. 'Cause that sounds
Yeah.
great. I'm having a wonderful time. Say very
So
bitterly.
yes, we'll continue towards the cave.
Yes, absolutely. You continue downward towards the cave, making your way lower. The cave mouth is wide. It's a good 25 feet across, and it's deep. It goes down quite a ways. Blaznir, you have the longest dark vision out of everybody.
Yep.
And you can see in the distance that light. It's bigger now. You're kind of estimating it's got to be about the size of, well, you wouldn't have a basketball in this world, but something around that.
A melon.
Yeah, a melon, a very large melon.
Watermelon.
Something so big it'd be two-handed at least. It's still brighter. It glows, that greenish glow. There in the distance. And you all continue making your way forward, swimming towards that light. It's getting bigger. A little bigger the closer you get to it.
Guys, I just realized this could be a trap. There's sometimes fishes that have little lights on them.
As if the other things we've experienced in this realm couldn't have also just as easily been traps.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that, be on guard. Because I just remembered, have you ever seen those? They're kind of, gross.
Yes,
mean, I'm sure away from the
deep
open
sea
ocean.
fangly fish.
Anyway, let's keep going.
You say,
Keep that in mind.
yeah. Well, with that in mind, what?
I was just saying, with that in mind, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Is it still a trap if we are expecting it?
Yes.
Still a trap
might
if we
not
walk
be.
right
I
into it.
It just kind of popped into my head, what if this is a big fish that's luring us in with a little light lure?
Well, that's a pretty impressive little light.
It is a pretty
Catch all
impressive
of
light.
it.
As you're all swimming there looking for that. It shouldn't come as a surprise now that Blaznir has spoken up that
Sorry.
there's rumbles throughout the cavern. It begins shaking, and suddenly these dark appendages start shooting forward out of the darkness towards you all. You all get to make a dexterity check with advantage because Blaznir called it out and you're all expecting it.
Is it a saving throw?
It is saving throws. Dexterity saving
Okay.
throws from everybody.
19.
And everybody
25.
gets my +4.
29.
23 then.
That's a 16.
Or 22.
Must not coming up.
So lowest so far is a 16 from Blaznir, which isn't too bad.
Moss got a 25.
Must got a 25. So, Blaznir, you are the only one who failed. Everyone else was watching this, and you had your shield up, Ichabod. Corrin, you had that staff at the ready. Elegy, you too had your staff ready, and so is this Tomas with his spear. And as these tentacles come shooting towards you, trying to grab at you, the rest of you are able to knock them away with your weapons. Blaznir, however, it instantly wraps around your body and pulls you towards what you see is at first a gigantic beak of a mouth with tentacles coming all around it. This thing kind of undulates a little bit and wiggles. Moving forward, you see the largest freaking cuttlefish you've ever seen in your life. The lights begin to glow along those tentacles in this weird sort of hypnotic pattern as it's moving towards and pulling Blaznir towards it. And that's where we're going to end things for this evening.
Blaznir sacrificed himself by turning around to tell us about it.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty
Guys,
much.
I just thought maybe this is a trap. Whoa!
Maybe
Did you ever think this could be a trap?
Oh, Blaznir, you should learn to take your own advice.
I was thinking more of Blaznir was like, no, I'm just being paranoid here. And then immediately just got wrapped and pulled.
No, it's probably nothing.
It's probably nothing.
Probably nothing. But that's where we're going to be picking up next week with Blaznir currently grappled and being pulled towards the large mouth of a gigantic cuttlefish.
So our
Point of order, no we won't, because Brie is in Chicago.
That's right. Next week we won't. I forgot.
So the week after next week.
So yeah, for the 4th of July, what is that? For the 3rd,
It's the third, yeah.
we will not be airing the Debauchery Circus because Brie is out of town. So we will pick that up then the following 10th, July the 10th, for the next session of the Debauchery Circus. And then we're going to be picking up this Cuttlefish Bound. Should be a lot of fun. So, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks to see what happens in this weird, dark, underwater battle. Should be a lot of fun. But once again, just want to say, on behalf of everyone here in the Debauchery Circus and everyone in the Random Rhapsody group, thank you for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next time. Night.
Night.
That was fun. Like low-key, I kind of roll random tables and see what will come out, and then I let y'all just decide for yourselves what it means.